I'm going to get an MRI. I'm going to this doctor Joe Rogan told me to go to like 7 years ago. He goes, dude, he'll spin your blood and, stem cell it or whatever. And you're going to be like Lee Majors in the $6 Million Man. And I'm like, okay. I'm going to try to do it the old school way for 6. I'm finally done. I'm not starting back again, doing the arm crawls up the wall. And then I graduate to a can of tuna. And I can hold the weight of my arm. Oh, boy, isn't this exciting? Can I get a little more salt? Let me grab that. And then go back to the beginning again. I'm done. I'm done with it. All right? I'm going to be like that cutie pie that ran track with the snaggletooth there. And everybody's like, oh, my God, you won everything. And then she's like, well, not really. Then everybody got all upset with her. But were they really upset with her? Or was she really just something that they could take the frustration of of your own life out on? I never understood why people got that upset. Why, I understand being disappointed, but the level of upset that they got with that woman, I just thought it was like, come on, the whole fucking sport is filthy. The whole sport is filthy. They're all filthy. And you know why? Because when you go all natural, you end up like me. It's fucking, your body breaks down. So I'm going to be Bionic BB, getting both my shoulders done. I got a fucking MRI coming up, which to this day, I still don't understand why that thing is that fucking loud. Dean Del Rey's got a great bit on how fucking loud it is. I mean, it's unreal. It's like your head is inside a garbage truck. All right. So anyway, plowing ahead here. Oh, speaking of things breaking down, so I got my car fixed. I had a problem with the driver's side window. The engine's fantastic. All right. She's a goddamn cream pie. I've almost had that car. Almost had that car 7 years. I'm not like these flippers out here that lease cars and every 2 years they get something new. I stick with shit. I see something I like, I get it. I'm like that. I'm like that with cars. I'm like that with broads, and I'm like that with that Patriots helmet that I got in the early 1970s for Christmas, and there it sits. Never fit my head. My head was too big for it back then. Certainly not going to fit now, but you know what? God damn it. I still have it. Even though my brother broke it. He used to always break all my fucking toys. So he broke that thing, and then he broke that thing when he was in his 20s, too, like well beyond the time that he should have been still breaking my toys, but he did. And then I ended up ordering a new face mask. It's not the original face mask, but it looks fucking great. I've had that forever. I get shit. I like it, and I stay with it. That's what I am, So anyway, my car's windows are like my shoulders. Once I get one fixed, the other one gets fucked up. So I get my car repaired, and I'm old school. I take it to the dealership. I pay right through the warranty. Ended after 5 years, so now I'm paying through the fucking nose. I go to the dealership. They charge you 3 times as much, but you know what? It's Jaguar parts. I can't confirm that, but I'm going to say it is. I'm sorry, Jaguar, however the fuck, Jaguar. Sorry, I watched too many Bruce Lee movies growing up. Jaguar. So, the automatic window thing? Sure you do. You just click it once and it goes, zip, right? Well, mine would go all the way up and then come back down again. So I'd bring it up and go, zip, oh. I was like, that's odd. Let me try that again. Zip, oh. So I'm like, really? So then I'm like out and about in public. And, I live in L.A. You can't leave your fucking window down. You come back, there'll be a homeless family in there. One of them's a veteran who used to get cheered halftime at football games, but now the country's done with them. And he's under an overpass, and now the same people that cheer him now scream at him to get a fucking job, right? When they're at a red light. So I don't want that. I don't want to deal with that, right? This is capitalism. It's every man for himself. So what I had to do was I'd shut the car off, but the battery will still stay on if you want to sit in the car for a few minutes. But the second you open the door, the battery cuts off. So that's what I had to use. So I'd shut the car off. And then I'd go, wah, zip, and then fucking try to time it where I open the door. But a couple times I open it too late and still go, whoa. And I'd be like, fuck. And I'd turn my car back on. People at the grocery store looking at me. Anyway, so I finally get it fixed. Dealt with that for like 3 weeks where I finally got a window where I could get it over there. I get it fixed, right? I go and I do a podcast interview with a huge fucking guest that I'm not going to name yet, but it's fucking huge. Let me tell you something, it's fucking huge. So I go over there. I interview this person. He was beyond anything. Just interviewing him was going to be amazing. And then he turned out to be the greatest guy ever, right? So now I'm driving away, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go fly. Let's add the day. I'm going to go fly around, zip around in a helicopter, right? Why not? I flunked everything in math. I have no business leading this life, you know? So why not continue leading? That doesn't even make sense, right? So I get on the 405, and it just jammed, you know? As they said in the Californians, it was jammed. And by the time I got up to Sunset, I'm like, I'm not going to have fucking time to pre-flight it, get in the thing, zip around, and then pick my daughter up from school. So I said, fuck it. I made a right turn onto Sunset. I stopped off at a cigar bar. And I was like, am I? I said, fuck it. I haven't had one in over 2 weeks. So I pull in. I go down there. The same regulars are in there, right? And I come in, making your way in the world today, right? Say hello, everybody. I sit down. They got a new cigar. It was so fucking smooth. I enjoy it. I had water. I stayed away from the soda. Everything's going great. I go back upstairs. I get in my car. I tip the guy at the fucking thing, How much is it? Here's another one for you, right? Oh, fucking Billy Good Times. I get in the car. It's hot as balls. I go to put down both windows. Driver's side comes down, no problem. Passenger side isn't moving, but I'm hearing some noise in the door. And I was like, that's odd. Let me try it again. I thought the lock was on. I tried all of this shit. Nothing worked. And I finally tried again. And I heard something go down inside the door. Nothing happened. And then there was like a half a second pause. And the whole window just goes, it just fucking dropped down. It just dropped down and then landed on an angle. So like the back corner was sticking up like a fucking glass shark fin. And you know what I did? I bursted out laughing. Different for me. I didn't flip out. I just started laughing because sometimes it just gets to the point of like, what the fuck can you do, right? So I just laughed. I laughed and I was like, all right, well, I guess I got to fucking deal with this. So now my car, Jackie, as she's known, I told you I gave her that name when my wife was jealous when I got the car, playful jealous. Because when the thing showed up and it was that fucking British racing green, I had the sick rims, more rim than tire, just a total badass fucking vehicle. And you open the door and it lights up and says Jaguar down on the thing like you're walking into a nightclub. I mean, this was some sexy shit in October 2016. I know that's all pedestrian now. I'm sure a fucking Prius looks like that now. But in 2016, this was the hot shit, as the kids say. And she was just like, I didn't know you could order a car. I'm like, yeah. She goes, I just walked on the lot and bought one like a jackass. So I started acting like I was more into the car than I was her. So, of course, I had to give it a name. And I was just like, listen, I go, you can't raise your voice in the car. Jackie likes a nice, quiet ride. And she would just, she knew I was fucking around with her, obviously. So anyways, but it's funny. My kids call the car Jackie. So this morning, the car was in the shop. And my daughter's she's going, Dad, where's Jackie? I want to ride to school in Jackie. She's getting fixed again. And Jackie's having some problems. So, but it's the second time I've had a fucking issue this quickly. So I laughed at it first, and then I got annoyed. And my wife was like, do you need to is this like a lemon law thing? I'm like, it's just the windows. I don't know. The engine's fine. It's fine. I'm driving this fucking thing forever. And then I just started thinking like, well, wait a minute. Everybody else trades their cars in every couple of years. I've had this thing almost 7 years, right? So then I was like, fuck this shit. And I don't know how. I just started looking around. And next thing you know, within 5 minutes I'm on the internet, I was looking at a BMW M5 stick shift. And I'm like, that's what I'm going to get. And then I'll be happy. And all I could think of was driving that. The car was so fucking expensive. I was like, where would you take it? Can you go down to the grocery store? Fucking get down there. Then anybody who parks near you, you just have to be like, oh. Every time you valet it, That's what I don't understand about those cars. Like every time I see like a Ferrari, which really is the car, if you ask me, the car you want to get, I feel out here in LA, if you survive this business, you don't go crazy, you keep your money, you don't buy into any of the bullshit so you don't become an arrogant ass fucking dickhead, which probably failing on that. But, in the end, when you made your money and no matter what they do to you, you're still going to be all right. Your beard's all white. You got that leather Malibu tan. Your wife's got some fake tits and teeth as white as Eric Estrada. That's when you go out and you buy the Ferrari California. That's the car. That's the car. All of those other Ferraris, if you're not on your way to the track, it's the stupidest thing ever. But the Ferrari California is the GT. GT standing for Grand Touring. I looked that up a long time ago. GT is basically, okay, this is the race car, but you're going to drive it down the street, so we're going to make it nicer, more plush, heavier, but you're still going to have a nice, fast car. That's the fucking car, I think. Oh, is that what you think, Bill? Guess what? I think nobody gives a fuck. Oh, come on. There's no reason to be like that.